Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mod Monday. Today we're gonna have Yugoslavian monuments, German trucks, and more Stalinkas. First disclaimer, there's a lot of beautiful mods, especially maps this Mod Monday. A lot of beautiful vehicles. Go and check them all out. We have amazing community. This is just something that caught my eye and I wanted to do a video about. So this is by no means the best mods or anything like that, and they are quite randomly even in this video. There's no order in this mess. Volkswagen LT I by Andrzej. Obviously, it's you have a description in Polish, of course, and of course it's I'm not gonna assume it's a Polish modder. So really beautiful mod. So what I wanted to say about this, the Volkswagen is one of my favorite car manufacturers because. Yeah, we have a saying in the Balkans, girl can be from a village, but the car has to be from Germany, and usually it's Volkswagen because it's more affordable than other ones. But anyway, let's see what we have here with this model. So if you go to a car section, let's compare the prices straight away. You will find these are all cars that we have. If we go to the last page, we're gonna go and check out some of the vehicles on the way. So 1,457 for Volkswagen Beetle here. If we go all the way in the end where the cars are, Volkswagen cars, we have them $2,500 to buy. So they're more expensive than the Volkswagen Beetle, and you have different models here. So you have one with 8 passengers. You have, of course, another one with 8 passengers. They have different skins with the windows and stuff, so they look, yeah, these ones can choose if they're gonna have windows or not, and these ones no, just the color scheme. And then of course we have a crop transport, 4 tons in this bad boy. That seems a little bit too much, but hey ho, let's go with that. This one has even more. This is the taller one, a taller model. And of course we have the one for the open hull and one for gravel and stuff. It has a little bit of decent capacity. I'm not sure if this is measurable like comparable to the real ones. I believe it is. I believe it is. So these are the 6 models that we have that you can choose from, and they're absolutely beautiful models and something definitely I'm going to be using myself in my Let's Plays. But anyway, we can compare it a little bit more with some vanilla. For example, here we have the French vehicle here. It has similar capacity. Some of them, it is double the price, but Volkswagen is definitely more affordable vehicle, so I think it's quite realistic price wise. You have more descriptions in the video, in the description of this video, so go and check out the mod yourself. Steam-powered Bulldozer by Novu. Right, so we have the set of bulldozers. It's not only a bulldozer, you have several different vehicles, but they're steam-powered. Actually, I was watching the video recently about something like this, these older vehicles, and you have them here. So, you have 5 different vehicles. I'm gonna go and check out which ones. I'm sorry for blinking lights here, probably it's gonna cause epilepsy or something. So this is a road crane, as you can see here. We have a bulldozer, we have a covered hull, steam vehicle, we have another steam combine, and the last vehicle here is open hull, the one that can carry cargo. So how much do they cost? You can find them in the ruble section all the way in the back. We're gonna go where the rest of the vehicles are, and I'm gonna go and find them all the way in the end. As you can see here, they're 4,500 rubles. They're a little bit more affordable, but you can see that they are quite low in their effectiveness and productivity. So it's definitely going to set you back. It's going to be slower working with those. So you have 5 different models. Steam combine over here. We have a steam covered hull, steam bulldozer, steam crane, and steam hull. That will be open hull. These 5 vehicles, you can see the price around 6,000 rubles for each one of them, which is quite pricey. The production date is 1907 to 1963, and I believe it's for all of them, so they are quite well spread out, age related. Anyway, Mr. Novu and Steam Bulldozer, channel regular, ROPS074, and regional television station or TV station. Regional television station based on a real building in Wrocław, Poland, employs 75 workers with basic education and 45 actors. Right, of course it comes with a set of skins. As you can see here, you can change them as you wish. It's a huge building, it's absolutely enormous. Well, it's a big building. It's definitely realistic in size. Knowing Mr. Robs, it's definitely realistic in price as well. I'm just gonna check how many footpath connections are there. Yeah, they correlate with the doors. This is really, really nice. I love this. You can see where the entrances are to the buildings. You actually have the footpath connections. Bar this one, but this is not even an entrance to the building. Absolutely beautiful, as always. Skins as well, but can we compare prices? We definitely should. You have a lot of different skins if you want to choose different skin set for this building. So if we go for our residential needs, and if you find television station over here, we're gonna have Robs' one in 204,000, while Vanilla is twice the price. It does have more employed people, and size-wise, this is absolutely enormous building compared to the one. So I think price-wise, it's quite realistic, and of course, something that you're gonna definitely see in my Let's Plays. Continuing with the Robs 074 Sports Hall. Sports Hall based on a real building in Kielce, Poland. Employs 15 workers, serves about 105 people. It also works as a tourist attraction with score 2.5, as you can see it here. So this is a sports complex. It's absolutely unique. I did not find it in the map where it exactly is, but as always, Robs has amazing models. No color scheme in this mod, but I bet it's coming. But anyway, this is extremely beautiful building, and of course something that you're gonna see in my Let's Plays, but does it compare to the sports facilities that we have in-game? So if we go for residential areas, and we find indoor pool, that would be this one over here. We have sports hall with 46,000. Indoor pool is 3 times less. Like I said, it's as always, Robs has quite realistic price tags on the buildings, and you can see that this building is around 3 times bigger, so quite realistic. Link in the description of the video. Main University of Yerevan, Armenia by Abelian Hike. I created a part of, Main University of Yerevan, Armenia, I created part of it because it's a very huge building complex, employs 300 workers, 150 normal and plus 150 educated, educates around 750 students, costs very expensive, dimensions 120 by 120 meters. Right, so this is, I checked out this building, it's quite realistic. Oh, yeah, actually, no. The reflection in the windows doesn't move, but that's just a game mechanics. That's next to impossible to check. I'm gonna try to not to go with a mouse over the building while we're checking the details. As you can see, this is an absolutely enormous building. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 floors, plus you have this Sky Lodge there, or whatever it is, all the way on the top. Absolutely beautiful model. You can see that there's improvement. You have the whole set of Abelian Hike has enormous amounts of models. He's creating a lot of has a lot of models, and creates mostly Armenian buildings, which is really beautiful. So sooner or later you're going to be able to recreate the whole Yerevan in the game. But for more details, please go and check out the link in the description of the video, and we're just going to real quickly compare it to the Vanilla University. So if we go to our university sections, that would be under education, and then we have schools, medical university. This would be, I believe, in technical university. Is it? No. This is just as a main university. I would say it's a political one. So if we go to university, headquarters of our Communist Party, you have here main university. It costs 250,000, which is a little bit more expensive than this one. It's actually looks like it's size-wise a little bit smaller, and it's more expensive. So quite realistic price tag. So this is nothing cheaty about this building. Anyway, link description of the video. ZIS-150 pack by Storm. Okay, I'm not gonna read much about this. There's a description in Russian, and I believe it's Russian, and English as well. There's altogether 14 different trucks. I think I made 15. I bought 15 models. I think this cement truck is doubled. This is something that I wish I had just a few weeks ago before I started a new series. These ZIS vehicles. Absolutely beautiful models. These are old vehicles. I'm gonna real quickly check when you can actually buy them and the price tag on them. So if you go all the way to the back, we're gonna have the whole set of 14 different ZIS vehicles. Absolutely beautiful. Different models, different color schemes, everything. The details are absolutely amazing on these models. So you can see here, we're gonna go one by one. They're around 3,900, 3,400. Up to just below. Here we go. One of them, it's the crane. It's actually part of the same model. It's 5,500. So the crane, the road crane, would be the most expensive one that we have. You can see the capacities here. For example, concrete is 3.5 tons. We have a fire truck, of course, without capacity. Vehicle 2.5 ton for meat, quite realistic. Snowplow with 19 kilometers per hour. And 65 kilowatts, 66 kilowatts of power. We have the cement truck over here. We have also the oil tanker. You have everything that you need. You have different color schemes. You can do all the OCD thing if you want. They have the same color scheme, so you can literally get them all in the same, well, not the fire truck though, but the rest of them you can get in any color scheme. I didn't put different color schemes here, but they come as a default in different, well, as previously mentioned, color schemes, so you can change it yourself. Okay, I'm gonna stop blinking this. So you can see here, the writings on them in the bottom. On the bottom here, we have a cement in Cyrillic. This is miaso, which means meat. Cement is, well, I think you guys can guess what it is. And then we have Ogniopasno, that means the flammable, I believe. Ogany is the fire, and Opasno means danger, so it's, I believe, it's just flammable. I'm not Russian, so I understand just like, so that's more or less it. Anyway, beautiful mod, and definitely my favorite this Monday, so please check out the link in the description of the video for these ZIS vehicles. One last thing, actually, I didn't check for these, the year of production. Just give me 1 second. 1947 to 1958. So this is the best thing for early starts. 1947. This is something that I'm really interested after the war years, starting one of my Let's Play series, but that's a story for a different time. Please check the link in the description of the video for more details. Equinox Nova Krusevo Spomenik, or Krusevo Spomenik. It's in Serbo-Croatian description there. I'm native to that area. I'm from the Balkans, so for me it's fluent. But anyway, you have detailed description what this is, and yeah, it reminds us of a certain figure from today's world that is everybody hates, loves to hate. I'm not gonna go into details. I'm not gonna get banned because of the mentioning of some. Yeah, anyway, it reminds us of something. You have a description also. In the link, you have description to this mod, the link to this mod, and you have the discussions there, how it actually looks like a certain Corona thing. But anyway, this is a monument in brutalist style for the, I believe it's the for struggle of the Yugoslav people in the Second World War. It's dedicated to all the fighters and revolutionaries of Ilindan uprising in 1903. Okay, so it's not as well as the fighters and partisans of the People's Liberation Struggle of Macedonia 1941 to 1944. So it's a mixed use monument. You have two different models. One of them is just a monument, a Spomenik, as you can see here, and the other one is the tourist attraction. So the two different models, but they're, I think, absolutely the same and absolutely beautiful. I was waiting for the longest time to present these monuments, but Equinox is just releasing them all the time, and I couldn't catch up with all the monuments. They definitely deserve episode for themselves, because I'm a big fan of brutalism, and of course I come from the native, I was born in Yugoslavia, and of course I love those brutalist monuments of Yugoslavia. Definitely they deserve episode for themselves, but if you want to learn more about this, you have a link in the description of the video to see more details about these mods. I'm just gonna tell you that these models, if I ever find them, how expensive they are. Unfortunately, we can't easily find them because we have way too many mods. I'm gonna go real quickly to the altogether all the mods. Just scroll all the way in the back, and you can see here 56,000 rubles, which is quite expensive. Most of it's concrete. It's just brutalism. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna revise one of the models from before, or revisit mid-sized towns Stalinkas. Comrade Joe is actually updating this mod, and this mod in the mod section, which is something unfortunate because I would be missing these things. I'm subscribed to these models. I have several different models from Uncle Joe. This is, sorry, from Comrade Joe. From Comrade Joe, several different models. This is mid-sized town Stalinkas, 1950 Stalinkas, copied after IRL, in real life, district located in Severnodvinsk in Arkhangelsk region, yada yada yada. You have description, you're gonna have to go there and visit yourself. So what's the difference, what's the add-on? These buildings are getting an upgrade, first of all in details and also in size, and it's gonna be more upgrades. Unfortunately, I love these when you have packs of buildings, not individual buildings that you subscribe for, so you can get the whole pack of the buildings, and this is what Uncle Joe, Comrade Joe does. And unfortunately then in these cases I miss these upgrades and I don't know that we even have it, and then suddenly bang, in your mod section you have new buildings without even realizing that. But I think this is a really good way of presenting mods, or just upgrading on existing mods, because if you like the mod, if you like the model, you would want to have any future releases of this, which we do in this case. So there we go, we have a new building, 132 people capacity building. This is an add-on for 96 people. Two buildings that we have here, they are mirrored. You can use letter T to mirror it, so I don't know if there's a need for two different buildings, but we have it, and I was told that we're gonna have more upgrades on these buildings in this model. Of course, I have multiple models from Uncle Joe. I'm gonna just demonstrate a couple of them. In the mid-size buildings, you have them here. If we go to mid-size buildings, and you can see here we have small town Stalinkas, you have more models here, a little bit smaller, but these Stalinkas in different color schemes, you have a lot of them. Anyway, check out the link in the description of the video and let me know what you think about these models. Press House by Abelian Hike 852. Press House of Yerevan works as a radio station, employs 240 workers, 120 normal, 120 educated, or in this case that would be actors or presenters. So this is again one of the realistic buildings, which I'm really big fan of, realistic buildings from individual countries. I'm just gonna click on it now and let's see how it looks like. It's a radio station. You can of course have employees with a certain loyalty, government loyalty level, and of course works as a radio station. What else is there to add? We can compare it. How does it stand compared to the vanilla one? 123,000 rubles to buy it. It's quite expensive. We have a radio station here, vanilla one. It's 3 times more expensive, but of course vanilla radio buildings are absolutely enormous, radio and TV buildings, so I would assume that this is more expensive because of the size, sheer size of the building. Anyway, beautiful model from Abelian Hike. If you want to build your own Yerevan, Armenia, you now have option to do so. Link in description of the video. Rooibos and Fukuoka, upside down map of Fukuoka, Japan. Plenty flat land with a long stretch of mountains dividing the map in two, and 2 rivers which could be suitable for small boats. There are 3 large border stations and 3 small ones. I'm gonna demonstrate all of that. I'm gonna just share a little bit of knowledge of Japan. My knowledge, Japan is 4 big islands: Hokkaido, Honshu, Kyushu and Shikoku, and with Okinawa they are closing in the mainland Japan. And this one is Kyushu. This is the southernmost of 4 islands, and it's actually north from Okinawa, but it's also upside down presentation, because this should be up. I don't know exactly why is it upside down, probably because of the border crossings, but definitely fits really good in the geography where Fukuoka is. It's right next to the Nagasaki and the other cities of Kyushu region. Anyway, I'm gonna demonstrate a couple of beautiful things about this map. I'm gonna start with this river all the way in the west. Technically it's in the east, but since it's upside down map, it's in the west. This is one of the things what I love about flat maps when you have them. It's just the beauty of the open terrain and the rivers and the water. I'm just gonna unpause this so we have moving water. beautiful locations to building your cities. You have border crossings and as well. I will try not to butcher these border crossings, but we have Kitakyushu, I believe. Border crossing. I'm not sure if this is a neighboring town next to Fukuoka, but it's a big crossing with 3 railroads as well. Going back to the river, as you will see, I just love these open plains. Well, where I come from, it's hundreds of kilometers of these on all sides, so I'm a big sucker for these. Now, the map maker says that these rivers are navigable, and you can even expand on that if you want. For example, if you want to have shipping all the way from here, you can always dig yourself a little bigger pool here and then create your harbor area, expand the rivers if you wish, and make them more navigable. One of the best things about this map, of course, because it's tastefully done, a lot of time went into this, is how the resources are spread out. I absolutely love this. I'm gonna show you why. You can see here coal, more or less, it's so-so, it's a normal, but look at this. For example, iron. There's a lot of effort went into this. It's not just a big circle with 100% iron quality. It's actually quite spread out and shows like veins of iron, like one would have. Oil as well. It's quite tastefully done. It's not also cut into veins, but it is how oil is mostly in these underground big pools or concentrations of oil. And you can see this, even more effort went into this. At least it looks nicer, even nicer than the iron one, these uranium ore veins. And then we have a lot of bauxite. The bauxite would be spread out like this as far as my knowledge of bauxite mining goes. So you have a lot of bauxite on this map compared to other resources. I think bauxite could be one of the more plentiful resources on this map, but definitely quite tastefully done, and I really love it. I would like to see maybe some kind of basic population version of this map as well, just to see more artistic expression, but not necessary. If the map maker does something like that, it would be really nice. But definitely my favorite map, this Mod Monday, and I encourage you to go and check out not only this map but others as well. I will end it here and say, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. It doesn't really matter. I would like to see your opinion on these mods. So like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, you have description of the video. Happy Monday, guys, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.